take you with me today behind the scenes of a day of travel and going and watching a scrimmage. But first, gotta pick up some cat food at the vet. One of the things about living in the South, particularly in a state like Mississippi, you got to drive everywhere. Compared to other states lightly populated, we have less than 3 million people here, and everything's really spread out. Very few things are walkable. Now, I mean, there's places you can walk. There are downtown areas, sure, but everything's spread out. Requires a lot of driving, spend a lot of time in a car. Hoping that they can put the cat food by the door. I don't want to go in there full of people. COVID's going around, and I don't want it. I'm in Tupelo. I live an hour from Starkville. A little over an hour actually to get onto campus and get parked.
Available that has the work that is
Starkville, scrimmage day, partly cloudy, hot. Won't be hot, you can guarantee yourself that. The grass is high because it's had so much rain, nobody's able to mow. It's things dads notice. It's actually pretty interesting. Wind is blowing really hard out of the south. In the last scrimmage we had, field goal kickers were perfect. The wind's blowing pretty good. You can see in those trees. It's blowing it around pretty good. So it may be a little bit more of an interesting day for Brandon Reeves. But he was automatic on field goals the last scrimmage. This is inside the scoreboard club. Oh. See, so we are in the end zone. So this is the north end zone, the new north end zone, new as of several years ago actually. And you got the big video board up here. People sit, have seats if you have access to the scoreboard club. You're in the very top of this stadium. I'll watch the scrimmage from right over there. The radio booth actually on that end, but I'll sit under that overhang. Make it out in the sun, need a little sun. Won't be long now though, getting loose. These are the cabanas, drink rails. People stand here and watch games. See that? Under there they have their own TVs. It's really nice, club level, but it'd be great just stand right here and watch a ball game. I could go for that. Scrimmage was less than spectacular for the offense. A few good things, but not a lot. A lot of good things for the defense. And I can back it up right there. I'm not going to show you his stats, but I could back it up if I wanted to because he kept stats. I thought the defense had a better scrimmage than it did last week. Thought the offense did not have quite as good a scrimmage as it had, but it did have a few high spots. I thought the running backs were really good. There was a couple of young receivers that were really good in the scrimmage, and I thought Lovertich did probably the best job at quarterback of getting it out on time and all that. But defensively, they were really good today on the line of scrimmage. The linebackers were all over the place. They made plays. They created turnovers. Defense had a good day. Drive for a drop-off, about another hour. Sunshine and rain. Explain it.
He's right now short of the first down. It'll be fourth down and a couple. Pickens did a good job coming back. It's never followed by another one after the running back.
Back through Starkville, about 2 hours to get back home. So, you know, just getting around, doing some things, seeing some people in the state of Mississippi, you can eat up your whole day in the car. It's one of those days you feel like you spend the whole day in the car. But it's worth it. Get to see the scrimmage, and it's the last one because new NCAA rules. You can't have 3 preseason scrimmages as a team, full contact. Now you can only have 2. Stay in your chair. She's not back yet. Stay in your chair. Stay right there. Behind the scenes. Today is Tuesday, August 24th. So close to football starting, college football. Pretty much what the focus is of my radio show and a lot of my content is obviously college football centered, focused. My mom made that with my jerseys years ago. Verse of the day, Joshua 1:9. Look it up. And what I have experienced the last few days is that the previewing and the lead up is really starting to drag on. It's not that it's boring. I wouldn't call it boring, and the radio shows have not been boring, but it's been a little bit of a struggle. Fans, those of us who we like the sport, you listen to sports radio, it's like I think listeners are sick and tired of the build-up, so ready for some actual ball games, and that's starting to, everybody is sick and tired of the build-up and just so ready for the actual games to start. I get that way every year. Just seems like this year more than usual. Verse of the day, Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded thee, be strong and of good courage? Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest.